second part of Demolition Man, Mattel's somewhat loose interpretation of the movie from 1993. Today we've got two more figures to look at, and we'll start with Kick-fightin Spartan with his smash kick action. You can see him sprouting multiple legs and kicking people with all of them. As you can see, this guy comes with a ton of accessories, which are specifically an assault shotgun, an automatic machine gun, an executioner axe, stealth pistol with silencer, and a laser knife. And you accomplish his amazing kick fighting by holding his leg and tilting his figure by the arm for side kicking action. Now, I think the thing that's most concerning here is the executioner axe. It just doesn't seem to jive with the peaceful San Angeles future. So this John Spartan also has the dubious honor of being a completely repainted New Adventures of He-Man character called Nocturna, which is kind of a space ninja, I guess. I don't actually have the Nocturna figure, unfortunately, to compare him directly to, but the only thing I can really notice is that he doesn't have a bandolier here. And I believe that Nocturna did, but other than that, I think it's a pretty straight repaint with a new missized head placed upon him. As you can see, his head is too large for the body. And oddly enough, there's his center chest is made out of a different type of plastic than the arms, so he's got quite some discoloration too. Same with his crotch and legs are just starting to discolor a bit, and you can see very quickly all the exposed gear work inside his hips to make his action kick work, which actually works pretty well, I think. Bam! And he can surprisingly kick fight on both sides, which is a added bonus that they didn't mention in the on the back of the box. So both his feet are equally dangerous. Here's the action shotgun. Don't really have much issue with this one. It is strange to see a banana clip on a shotgun. They must be future smaller shotgun shells or something. Automatic machine gun. Stealth pistol with silencer. This appears to be just a long-barreled 44 Magnum type deal with a silencer attached to the end. A laser knife, which I'm not quite sure which one of these is supposed to be the handhold. I guess he's just got multiple. It's a laser knife with choices, but I think it's more laser than knife. It's kind of like a laser pistol with a bayonet on the end and a unfortunately shaped tip on the thing. And the highly questionable executioner axe. It's got a wood handle and a very well-worn edge there, so I don't think you're going to get a clean head chopped off with this kind of executioner axe. So particularly brutal for the peaceful San Angeles. And obviously he's just got way too many weapons to hold, and he doesn't have any kind of backpack or anything else to hold all his weapons with, so I figured shotgun and executioner axe would cover most scenarios. His knees do bend too. They're very similar to those crummy He-Man joint, the crummy joints that are on New Adventures He-Man too, which makes sense that they're all the same, but they're very, I just don't trust them. This one bends quite well, but the other one is feels like it's just gonna shear off at any moment. Pow! And one other thing about his joints is that all the gear work does make it so his two legs will move as one. So there's no front kicking allowed. And next up is one of the Phoenix characters, so we gotta have a Snipes to go with our Stallone, which is Blast Attack Phoenix, Water Blaster, and Techno Bow. I assume they mean with Water Blaster and Techno Bow. He also comes with tons of accessories and some additional armor to put on him, which he's not wearing in this picture up here. Now his giant blaster that he's shown with on the front is a water feature type squeeze weapon, which wouldn't really gel well with my paper backdrop here, so we'll just assume that it squirts water just fine. So unlike the last Phoenix, this one is sourced from New Adventures of He-Man. This is a character called Visor, however you want to pronounce it, but he's just a straight up repaint again, he had the bare chest, so that's why his prominent abs and belly button are still present here. But that means this Phoenix is lucky enough to have knees and hips and some side-to-side motion too, so they're pretty fairly well articulated, you know. I've got to give them that, especially when there's no action feature that kind of inhibits their movement. He does come with this, they call it scrap armor on the back. Yeah, it's got to be this way. Yeah, so it kind of doesn't really fit on him very well. It looks like it's supposed to latch under his like pecs, but yeah, there we go. It's barely on there. But this does make him look a little more movie accurate because he does wear a the armor he wears towards the end of the movie, it just looks like it's made out of bike tires, and that seems to be what's going on here. So this is his techno bow, which is says to be fully loaded on the back. Kind of at a loss here. It's kind of got some kind of weird rebar going on. I guess you're just supposed to imagine that the string is there. It has a scope and like a surface to air missile here. Yeah, I don't know. It looks a lot like the bow that comes with the New Adventures of He-Man Nocturna, which is what the other Spartan was based off of, so, you know, all in the family. Now here's the water blaster, which is, you know, pretty much as big as Phoenix. For some reason it's a Gatling gun with exposed bullets, you know, all the barrels around the outside, and it shoots water. So I'm not sure why they went with Gatling gun for that. What he does have is this weird thing, which the plug here goes into his back. Oh, his joints are pretty gross. Okay, goes into his back here. Well, it's supposed to. So his water blaster is actually grafted to him. The large peg goes in here, and then he can hold it with his top stick with his other hand. I guess that does give you a bit more stability when you were water blasting people. Yeah, that was a smart move, because there's no way that this hand would have been able to hold the water cannon while you tried to squeeze it. It would just pop out all the time. So he can hold all his weapons at once, although maybe since it's a techno bow you only need one hand, but that's more than Spartan can say in this case. He's got all his stuff with him. Well, that does it for part 2 of Demolition Man, where we had Kick-fightin Spartan and water blasting Phoenix, or whatever his name was. Blast Attack Phoenix, my mistake. So here they are with just a couple of figures that were completely repurposed from New Adventures of He-Man, which is alright because it makes for decent figures. They stand okay. The Phoenix one is way more, looks like it belongs in the movie than the Spartan was. He doesn't really run around in a mustard colored shirt at all in the movie. I do like that they all have knees and can move around and hold all their stuff really well. That is a nice thing about the New Adventures kind of frame, is that they are very stable, like really easy to stand and get some decent poses out of them, that kind of stuff. So I'm really enjoying this line. I think they're a lot more fun than Congo for sure. Looking forward to getting to the next one. I don't think I'm going to be able to resist opening the car, so that's probably going to be next. Thanks again for watching, and see you again soon.